So we're starting in the city. The city, I haven't figured out the population. It's pretty big. I mean, it's a big sprawling city, you know.
Oh yeah.
Ancient as all get out. Let's see if there's anything. I think there's a couple of things I want you to roll for to connect you to the town. And Mike, did you get your figure out the luck? Did you get any information on the luck stat that you're going to be hanging on to?
Luck stat.
Yeah. I talked to you about it, or I messaged you about it. There is.
I don't remember.
You got fleeting luck, and if I looked at your character sheet with a wisdom score of 7, which is a -1, you don't start a session with luck, which is called permanent luck. Vlad Thornsinger, what's your wisdom?
I have a +1.
Okay, so you start with permanent luck every session with permanent luck.
Okay.
Bugs, you don't start with any, but you each start every session with 1 point of what's called fleeting luck. Fleeting luck is you can get more during the session. You can lose it all. Anytime you roll a 20, you get another point of luck. What you use a point of luck for is to immediately heal, mostly. And if you accumulate a bunch, you can also use them as modifiers, pluses or minus on any dice roll.
Okay.
Bugs, you're a warrior.
Actually, Bugs is not my player name.
Oh, okay.
I need
Once you type it in there, so we.
I think I have to log out to type it in.
No, you don't. No, you just
Or
go.
change it.
I think you just go to your settings. Edit name. Yeah, go to the right-hand side of the screen. Click on your little hamburger thing, the 3 dots, and you got edit name, hide camera, keep audio, remove guest. Or maybe that's just. I'll edit your name. I'll do it for you. What's your character's name?
Kia, like the car.
Oh, there we go. And Kia's a warrior.
Yeah, it's a female. Yeah, female fighter.
Why don't you roll a d20?
I got a 6.
You have an immigrant upbringing, so you get 2 points of luck. And Vlad Thornsinger, you're going to be from the Cold Heath as a ranger, which is just the wilderness to the south, where people do a lot of subsistence farming, grow the crops that the city needs. Once you roll a d20, and you can add +1 to it.
All right. A 10.
Berserker, you have +3 luck. You can go into a wild frenzy for a number of rounds equal to twice your level each day. During Berserker Rage, you gain +2 to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saving rolls. And let's see what the detail on immigrant.
Oh, saving rolls and what? And what was the third one?
Damage rolls, saving throws against fear, and attack rolls.
Okay.
Okay. These frenzied rounds don't need to be consecutive, but the PC must make a difficulty class 10 willpower save to end his berserker state prematurely. And if the saving throw fails, the character continues frenzied on subsequent rounds. So when you kick in the frenzy, you can go from 1 to 3 rounds, it looks like.
Okay.
Immigrant upbringing. Although raised in the city, Kia's family comes from another culture. You can choose one free region specific benefit from any place of origin within the judge's approval. It's me, but you don't know much about the place. What do you got?
I don't know. I'll just make a random roll, I guess.
Yeah, make another random roll. I'll look at the Eastern lands, even though there's no Eastern lands. Roll again and give yourself a +1 on the D20.
17.
2-weapon fighter. You can fight with 2 weapons. Let me look up this rule. What a 2-weapon fighter does. Because I don't have the dungeon. I don't have the dungeon.
2 attacks per round.
I don't know yet. I don't. There's a specific rule, and I don't have the rule book for Dungeon Crawl Classics. 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, get the rule on that.
I think it's probably something like a second attack at -4, I believe.
Because I carry a shield, but I might drop that shield instead. Use 2 weapons. Before we started, I was thinking about dropping a few things anyways, but I was like, well, we better see where we're at before we even start.
What is the 2-weapon fighting rule? Dual wielding combat allows player to wield 2 weapons simultaneously with 1 in each hand. Yep, you can make a bonus attack. And I'm going to read a little more, see if that means you. Yeah, you can make 2 attacks around, but you don't get to use your shield, so your armor class would be lowered.
Yeah, just -1. But my armor class is already 16, so
yeah, it's 15.
No, 17. It'll be 16.
Okay.
If I drop the shield.
Yeah. This is I'm using a lot for Valitaire. I bought this a couple of years ago at North Texas Game Convention. It's Dungeon Crawl Classics Rom'Myr, which is
that's good stuff.
Farford the Grey Mouser and Farford and the Grey Mouser. Fritz Lieber, who's now dead, was a pulp writer or a fantasy writer, sword and sorcery writer in the 60s, 70s. I think his first Rom'Myr book with his characters was written in 1939.
Oh, wow.
And his last one, he could have wrote in the 80s, at least the 70s, and I think he was popular in the 60s. Him and Lynn Carter resurrected Robert E. Howard's Conan novels.
Oh, wow.
They started editing them and adding new stories. So the paperbacks that you always saw of Conan, it was Lynn Carter and Fritz Lieber that were behind it.
Oh, wow.
So that's their tradition. But it makes for a nice sprawling city. The campaign is not in the world of New Home. The campaign is in the world of Rom'Myr, which I mentioned is a dying Earth. Whether it's 10 years from now, 100 years, 1,000, who knows? The sun will eventually absorb the Earth as it gets bigger as a gas giant? What do they call them? The stars? Red giant, right?
Yeah.
So the sun always looks, when it's up, it's very Looks always very close and very big. Gives an orange sky.
Okay, I made,
Right.
yeah, I made that adjustment. Is my special ability two-weapon fighter, so I use that. What? What was my homeland on that? Where am I from?
You grew up here, but your parents are from somewhere else.
Okay. So,
You don't know. Your parents are long dead. You don't know.
so my homeland is what? Rom'Myr?
Yeah. Yep. Rom'Myr, the trackless empire. As in the leaders or the rulers of Rom'Myr consider that the Rom'Myr empire never ends. It's ever extending.
That's fair.
Because they're conceited, arrogant bastards. Oh. Always nice to have a calendar handy. It's year of the worm, month of the serpent, day of the scorpion. And the calendar goes in cycles. Take a look at the calendar.
Well, just so you know, I chose humanoids as my I don't know what you want to call it, favored prey or favored enemy.
Oh, yeah. Well, there is these are I'll show you a couple creatures, or I'll show a picture of one. This is called a darrow.
Oh, that's fun.
It says 20 feet. It's only actually 6 feet. It's not that big, but that red line is how big a person would be to a darrow.
Oh, okay.
And they're a favorite racing beast. Outside the city walls, there's a racetrack that's really popular, and they race darrows there. Another creature that I know of, it's called and these are very dangerous. They're like wildcats with wings, and they live in the Yanni Hor Mountains. They're called baiters, Bator. They're very deadly, but if you can capture one, you can sell them to the gaming arenas for a lot of money.
All right.
It's called a baiter. Got a picture of them. The Bator. That's what they look like. They're pretty nasty. They usually hunt in pairs. And anything else if you have something in mind. This is this something that you have an advantage fighting at against Vlad?
It gives me a bonus damage.
Okay.
So, any creature that's marked like a humanoid,
a humanoid. Okay, I got you.
I get a bonus.
I would say then that puts you squarely in an advantage fighting Furbaxian barbarians that live in the mountains.
Okay.
If you run into any other humanoids that are similar to them, we'll give you that Benny.
Okay.
Vlad, what rule book did you use to create your character?
The fourth edition of Basic Fantasy, but the Rangers and Paladins are one of the additional supplements.
Oh, okay.
Yep. If you go to the Basic Fantasy website, they have downloads, and they have a bunch of different.
Yeah, I just got like the basic rule book. You know, it only had the 4 classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, there was lots of supplements and stuff as well that they had.
So it's a really great game. I love the guy's idea of it behind it. It's one giant community project.
Yeah, it seems pretty easy to follow too.
Oh yeah.
It's just like basic D&D, except with
With some modern stuff like
yeah.
Ascending
Yeah, like
Armor,
ascending armor class,
which is
which
huge,
is nice. Yeah, I wish they thought it. It's not. Why didn't they think of that earlier?
right? And I think this game was one of the first retro clones ever in 2006. I think.
Yep, right after Labyrinth Lord
Yeah.
and Osric, which was first edition AD&D, right?
Mhm.
Labyrinth Lord is a pretty faithful creation of BX Fantasy, BX D&D per the original rules.
Yeah.
And Basic Fantasy did, what a lot of people did anyways, right? You could split up race and class.
Mhm.
You'd be a halfling fighter or whatever. Also, no alignments. I like that. There's no alignments.
Me too.
Yeah, that's true. Not even
Yep.
on the character sheet.
Nope. The calendar for Valater in Rom'Myr is a 7-cycle, a series of 7 years that repeat the mark passage of time. So, Year of the Worm, Month of the Serpent, Day of the Scorpion. There's 30 days in a month. The Day of the Scorpion is the 16th. Unlucky day to begin a pilgrimage or seek priestly advice, they say. Here's an abstract map, or abstracted without showing neighborhoods, I guess, of Valater itself. The red area is the slums. And that's where you guys are going to start. Does anyone have any questions before we jump into what we're going to be doing?
I think we're good.
Okay. You guys know each other, but you're not together right now.
Okay.
And that's because Vlad, last night must have been quite the memorable evening, if you could remember any of it, that is. As the sun is weakly rising above the smoky streets and alleys of the city, you are lying in a back alleyway bordered on either side with squat brick buildings with the smell of rotting cabbage. Your head aches as you grasp for fragments of memory, hoping to recall last night, as in you were out drinking. Clutching your purse, you find it empty, of course. Of course it is.
Of course it is.
So whatever coin you have on you, toss it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend it all at the bar.
All right.
From the mouth of the mist-shrouded alleyway come quiet sounds of a struggle. You can make out a brief scuffle, followed by footfalls dashing away into the fog. Out of the alley's shadows, a figure staggers towards you, one hand against the bricks to help him keep his feet. Seeming to sense you, the figure looks in your direction as his body is racked by a bubbling, wet cough. You recognize the victim. Rom'Myr is a local pawnbroker and has purchased various family heirlooms that have come into your possession of yourself and your fellow adventurers. He drops to his knees. He drops to his knees, unable to keep upright any longer. Blood pours from numerous stab wounds. And the light is rapidly fading from his eyes. His mouth moves fish-like as he struggles to form words. Beckoning you closer, he speaks thinly, his pained voice barely audible. I never should have brought you here, no matter how rich the gods' cursed altered treasure is. His eyes glaze and Vajomi goes still for a moment before continuing. Beware, beware the hungry tears. He looks directly in your eyes and will never look away again. It is the year of the worm, month of the serpent, day of the scorpion, and a very bad morning to be Vajomi the pawnbroker. He dies at your feet. What would you like to do, Vlad?
I would like to search his body to see if there's any clues of like who did this to him, or you know, anything like that.
Vajomi's corpse has a purse with 20 gold coins on it, a folded up map of an area surrounding a temple in the Forbidden Temple section. We'll talk about that a little more. And now, as like, you know, things are coming back to you as you're trying to recall what was going on last night, and your head is still pounding from last night's overindulgence. But snippets of the evening are coming back to you. You remember spending much of the evening with Vajomi, the pawnbroker. He asked you to meet him at the Rat's Nest Tavern. You two were fairly drunk by the time he told you of a great treasure to be had, sitting nearly abandoned within one of the forbidden temples. As his description of the treasure grew greater and greater, so too grew your determination to aid him in his endeavor. It needs to be tomorrow night. We can get in, grab the treasure, and be gone before anyone is the wiser. Vaguely, you remember agreeing and sending word to your companion to meet you at the Rat's Nest, which would be Kia. What would you like to do next?
Well, I'm gonna take the map and go. He doesn't need it anymore.
No.
And I'm gonna go back to the Rat's Nest to see if I can uncover more memories of what happened.
Mm-hmm. The Rat's Nest is off in Oxblood, the corner of Oxblood Street and Oxtail Alley. You know, some of the neighborhoods look like this.
Oh, okay.
So there that little blue mark is that I made. That's where the Rat's Nest actually is, buried in there. It's always open. It's one of those taverns that never closes. It's a basement bar. Oh, there you go. This is the what is this? That's nothing. I could draw a picture of the Rat's Nest, but if we need to get to it, we will. But there's basically, when you go in, there's the front door stairs that go down and often Oxblood Street, and then there's to the west side of the basement tavern. There's a set of stairs, short stairs that go up to the door that leads into the alley of Oxtail Alley, and there's other shops and sundries around. You meet as agreed at the Rat's Nest Tavern. Kia, you've been there since, I know, whenever you got there, he would have gotten you a message. Some dirty urchin tracked you down somewhere and gave you a note to meet Vlad at the Rat's Nest. So you've been there for an indeterminate amount of time, waiting for him to show, and he does.
Well, they know him there, so he walks through the door. Everybody's like, Norm!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you meet as agreed at the Rat's Nest Tavern, having been summoned by the near incoherent scribbling of your companion, delivered by what you can only presume was, beneath all the grime, an urchin. Everyone present, you settle into a secluded table in the back corner. Even with the new rising sun, very little light penetrates from the street above through the soot-covered high-set windows. Heavy wooden tables and chairs all bear the graffiti scars of knives marred by the occasional blood stain.
As all
The basement level tavern is frequented at all hours by prostitutes, cutthroats, mercenaries, and bully boys. Bully boys would be gang members. But despite its rowdy clientele, it tends to be fairly safe unless someone does something particularly foolish. Men cheer and roar at physical contests like arm wrestling. There's a large rat snake circle. Rat snake is a popular game. It's kind of like craps, but different. And we can explain that if you ever decide to play. Due to the rough nature of the patrons, the Rat's Nest is also known as a place where eavesdropping is virtually impossible, and is thus a frequent meeting place for freelancers and those engaged in skullduggery. Based on this early morning din, its reputation is well deserved. Guilds in the city. You're a warrior, Kia. And living in the city for a while, coming from immigrant parents, you're a nominal member of the Slayers Brotherhood. I mean, the Slayers Brotherhood is basically a guild of warriors that can be hired out for private security and other dangerous jobs. Well, you may be a bouncer at some benefit one night, or you may be, hired to escort a merchant through town that day that's visiting the foreign market. Things like that. That's how you earn money. Vlad, I'm not sure how you earn money, being a ranger of the wastes, but it sounds like you can come up with anything.
So my deal was I'm basically a smuggler / guide of the waste that help guide people safely through. Then I smuggle the different goods to the different tribes and things like that from the city. So I'm in and out of the city all the time.
Excellent.
And I figured me and Kia work together on various treks through the wilderness, and hired.
Yep.
I probably hired him a few times back in the day to help me out.
Now, these forbidden temples. The forbidden temples are considered to be empty. They're actually a collection of ruinous temples that have been there since before the founding of Valater. Legend tells that the founders of Valater broke into one of these temples and disturbed the gods. What happened during the confrontation between the founders and the Eldritch power is lost to history, but some believe that the founders had found their way into the temple via a series of caverns that wind their way through the city and made a deal that that they were able to grow a city around the forbidden temples as long as the gods that inhabited the forbidden temples remained inviolate, no trespassing. And that still holds true today. The penalty for being caught trespassing with even the courtyards of the forbidden temples is death. The sentence is often summarily carried out by the black-clad city watch. And of course, everyone believes that this is all nonsense and that the temples have been locked away from prying eyes because that's where the rulers and leaders of Valater keep their ill-gotten gains, like their private vaults.
So we're in Voltaire.
Within the city, and the forbidden temples are within the city too. They're off in Nun Street. This one in particular is on the outskirts, like eastern side of the forbidden temples. The forbidden temples butt up against the temple district itself. The Church of Invisible Places and the Church of Starry Wisdom are probably the two biggest, religions in the city. And also, if you choose, that's right. If you choose a religion, because they're rife, there's multiple religions within the city. Multiple. There's a place called the Street of the Gods, actually. But if you pick one, you get an automatic 500 experience points. You can either come up with one on your own, or we can pick one from the Pantheon in the book.
That's the only thing I forgot to do too. I looked for this a Pity God's book and pick one.
Yep. The gods of Valater. Ones that are aligned with law, there are the three. You guys don't have the alignments, but there is the breakdown in the cosmos between the gods of law, neutral, and chaos. Lawful gods are Arth, the invisible all-listener, Jill, Fate, Isaac of the Jug, Mog, the spider god. Neutral gods, there's the rat god, Wingtea, lords of necessity, Iya and Kos. Chaos gods, Chance, the gods of trouble and the hates. Anything sound interesting to you?
The spider god sounds kind of cool.
Mog, the spider god. How about you, Kia? You got to pick a different one. You don't have to be devout. This is nothing to be devout. This is just, more or less what you curse in when you're swearing.
Do they have descriptions?
Yeah, let's see. Give you
They have
some
a god of war? Because I'm a fighter.
The gods. Let's see. The first description I come to is Isaac of the Jug. one of the many jack-legged faiths to come out of the eastern deserts. Isaac of the Jug enjoyed a period of brief popularity, largely due to tracking heroes. Flourished for 3 years in Valater before the gods of Valater took umbrage to the godlet's followers and destroyed their religion within the city's boundaries. Despite the setback, some of Isaac's faithful survived, albeit in scant numbers. Kos of the Dooms, or Kos of the Green Ice. Kos is the principal male deity of the Cold Waste, the Cold Heath, I should say. Not a very important god. Few call on Kos for his temper is short. He values direct action over subtlety. Okay. Mog, the spider god, the lord of the arachnids, rules over creatures both egg-legged and two, dwelling in the paradisical environs of the godlands. Mog's physical form is that of a four-legged spider with a handsome but not yet altogether human face. Mog is usually worshipped by cut purses, burglars, and assassins. Ningabol of the Seven Eyes. Ningabol acts as a patron for not only less powerful wizards, but warriors and thieves as well. Shielba of the Eyeless Face. That's a god from the Great Salt Marsh. I do have. There's the gods of trouble, of course. But let's see if the petty gods gives us anything in the domains.
That's my new favorite book.
Yeah, let's pull something out of here, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing I forgot to do. So I think I'm going to go back and look through it tonight.
Okay. Kia, how about Clobrek? The petty god of sundered blades, broken weapons, and fumbled attacks.
Sounds good.
That is.
How do you spell it?
You spell it Clobrek. And give yourself 500 experience points. And Talon, Vlad, you're going to pick one this evening when you get back to your book, so no worries there.
Okay.
Lord of Fumbles and Follies. He usually manifests himself in the likeness of a small, dark-skinned gremlin floating in the air above a battlefield. So they say. So they say.
What was the name again?
Clobrek. Clobrek.
Okay. At least I got one.
Yeah, at least you got one. And a little XP bump. So, an aging harlot long past her prime and clad in patchy fur cloak is carefully watching you from her seat near the bar. Catching your eye, she furtively nods and mouses the words, "Where's Vigomia?" To you guys. To you, Vlad.
Rom'Myr.
Vigomia is the pawnbroker that was stabbed in the morning that Vlad was conspiring with to do a robbery this evening in the Forbidden Temples.
Do I know this person, or have I seen her before?
Yeah, she's a regular named Grumtrix. She generally keeps to herself.
And I just know her from the bar, right? I don't know anything like. Okay.
Mm-hmm. She obviously saw you with him last night.
Well, I haven't seen him.
He wound up on the wrong end of a robbery this morning.
She does the hand like lower your voice and comes and sits at your table.
Well, welcome to our table. Would you like a drink?
Oh, of course. Yes.
I wave over the barmaid.
And yeah, she's what hhappened to where's Vigomia? What happened to him? Where is he?
I saw him stumbling down the alleyway. He was stabbed multiple times. There was nothing I can do.
He felt that someone had been following him during the past few weeks.
Could it be anything to do with what he talked about?
He's been researching what he told me was going to be the big score.
Yes, or the big score.
I know very little of his plans, but he mentioned that he and his people had to do the job tonight. I do not know why. But he was very specific that it was tonight or never.
Yeah, he was really a hyper focus on tonight, and I really don't know why. If there is some type of time frame, or he did not give me that information.
He promised to take me with him tomorrow morning, and she starts to cry. Two men from an adjacent table ask if there's any problems. She waves them off. So he never disclosed how he planned on getting into this particular temple.
Okay.
You just have it marked on a map. You don't even know what it's the temple of. Except it's one of the old forbidden ones.
So I was moving closer to Kia in all my clothes, and he died this morning. I searched him, and I found this map, and this is what we were talking about doing. And I kind of roll it out a little bit. Show Kia, and I think he has a weird mark here, so I think that was our entrance point.
Yes, he definitely said he had a way of getting in and out quick. But I have no idea how that would be.
I don't know either, but there's only one way to find out if you want to.
He also was concerned about how you approach the temple and avoid the city watch as they make their rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Was another issue.
Well, if we can slip in the fence line between rounds, I think we'll be all right from the city guard.
What would you like to do next?
I look at Kia. You know the city better than I do. What do you think? Is this worth pursuing?
Yeah, but put that away. We're starting to attract attention.
I folded up.
We should leave the tavern
That's probably a good idea.
and take a closer look elsewhere.
Where would you like to do that?
Do we have like rooms or like an apartment that we rent?
Well, if we live there, I'm sure we got a
Something.
house or an apartment somewhere.
A small place, sure. Sure, you guys got a, or at least say Kia's got a room. You travel in and out, Vlad. So Kia's got a small little apartment in a teetering block of buildings. A fire trap, if you ever saw one.
I got the Slayers of the Brotherhood.
Yeah,
I'm sure they got their own lounge somewhere.
they do that. But that's not a good place to go discuss your nefarious plans.
No, it's not.
Worm Way. Your apartment's off the alley known as Worm Way. Second floor. It's a 5-story building. Many of the buildings in Valaterre are like 5 to 8 stories tall. They lean drunkenly against each other.
So they would have to be made out of brick or stone to be that tall.
Combination, wood and brick, different ones. Some are sturdy brick, others are post and beam, and look really unsafe. But
let's go there and examine this map.
Gumtrix wants to come with you. She wants to help.
Yeah, I think she should come with us.
Yeah, I feel like we got history with her.
I mean, even
That's the haggard beast herself.
even if she betrays us, I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah, because she started to cry and stuff. It sounds like
She might have information as well.
Yeah, upon brothers. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Vigio had his own pawnbroker shop too. But it appears, and looking at the map, here you believe that the temple is one known as the Tabernacle of Kezotec. It is on Nunn Street. You know it as a tower of black stone. With a wall around it, approximately 20 feet high. being on Nun Street itself, it's one that you would be familiar with. You'd pass it many times.
Right.
Is the wall solid or is there any breaks in it?
Or do we ever notice in our daily life in the city, do we ever notice any entrances of any kind, either low or high, or
The temple is
stairs?
surrounded by a 20-foot tall wall made of black masonry, broken only by brooding iron gates topped with florid spikes. Wide alleyways isolate this temple from its neighbors. Ivy grows thick on the outer walls, but doesn't touch the tower itself. Massive iron chains covered in rust and fastened with a heavy lock hold a front gate shut.
And on
It's
the,
not-
on, where's the X on the map? Is it the temple itself, or
Yeah. Yep. It's marking out which temple it is
well, that doesn't do us much good?
out of the hundreds. And Vigio claimed that he knew of an entrance in through the walls.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's covered by ivy.
Oh yeah.
Because the obvious entrance is, I don't think we want to go there.
Not through the front door.
Yeah, but there's probably behind this ivy. There's probably a door that's hidden.
When do you want to go check this place out?
Well, I
Just-
think we should do a walk around in the daytime
Mm-hmm.
for reconnaissance, and then wait till nighttime and see if we
And,
actually see anything.
And we can kind of between guard patrols as well.
Do a recon in the daytime here.
Yep. Well, the gateway, the walls and the tower are square, and you're looking at what is the tower? It's not very big, 40 feet by 40 feet. 3 stories tall. Kind of like this. There's a little picture.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take note on the guards' rounds, which I may already be familiar with somewhat.
Sure. Climbing the wall would be easy with all the thick ivy. That you can judge. Yeah, the alleyways lining the walls lining the alleyway are choked over with thick ivy.
Can we kind of determine on the map like where he put his mark, like what part of the wall? Because he said he kind of had to weigh in.
Yeah. Yep. Looking in the general area, you find that there's actually a breach in the wall, a small collapsed hole behind thick ivy.
There we go, Vlad.
All right. Hey, the pawnbroker must have knew something.
Because 'Cause I doubt that the guards don't go in. The place is locked up tight. So,
Yeah. Their job is
all we got to do is get behind that wall, and we'll be able to do some adventuring.
Oh yeah, and we won't get caught up by the guards either. So
Gumtrix goes out. Shield's willing to go out in the street and give you the all clear sign.
okay.
The garden surrounding the temple perhaps likely would have been well cared for and manicured or overgrown with lush greenery. It's now filled with thick ivies, unkept shrubs, and trees dripping with strained mosses, choking the area. Strange sounds come from the undergrowth, like a loud rustling. And there's a narrow pathway running directly from the breach in the wall to the front doors of the temple. As some people have been using it.
Maybe we should avoid the front door.
I think so. That's look around the back or see if we can climb in the window. I don't trust this worn footpath.
Okay. You plunge into the pucker brush to get around. And the rustling in the shrubbery gets more intense.
It's only a rabbit.
And you are not surprised, but let's roll initiative.
Oh, shocker there.
How do we do that?
Roll a d6.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a D6.
1.
I think I got a +1 to initiative for something.
That's individual. We're going to do party initiative. If you're ever by yourself, you can add those. Otherwise, we're just rolling a
I
d6.
read it somewhere. I forget what the specification was, but
Yeah, dexterity.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 2.
They rolled a 1, but it's 2 fat woolly spiders with stingers. They're scurrying around in the underbrush. They heard you guys crashing through the underbrush and they're coming at you. Dripping mandibles.
Medium spider.
So you guys get to act first.
All right, I'll attack.
Ken, do I have time to get off a bow shot before they get in?
No, the undergrowth is too close.
Okay. All right.
So not a good place to wield 2 weapons in each hand either.
So
You don't have.
I quickly draw my scimitar and prepare for
So
battle.
you're taking that from me already.
Yep. This is the environment. So you guys roll the hit.
All right. Going with the sword. Rolled a 9 +1 is 10.
Yeah, it's a miss.
But they're not very
14.
big.
What'd you get?
14.
14 is a hit. Roll damage.
All right. That's my scimitar. So 8 + 1. Oh, that bounced out. Oh, 9 points of damage. Max damage.
Bam. Yep, that squelches the spider. The one that didn't get squelched attacks Kia and gets a 5. Roll initiative. Another round.
Vlad, what kind of weapon you wield?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wielding a scimitar.
Okay. Yeah, because I got the long sword. They both do 1d8.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just flavor. I rolled a 2 on my initiative roll.
2.
2 simultaneous.
Ooh, this is always fun.
Also, Kia and Vlad, each first level character gets an automatic, +1 attack bonus
Yeah.
in basic fantasy. So make sure you count that on top of any strength bonuses.
Yep.
Okay.
So that'd be +2 for me.
Yep. So the spider gets an 8, which is a miss.
I got 11.
That's a miss.
All right.
Okay, I gotta roll. 19 plus
That's
2
it.
is 21.
Roll for damage.
That's going to be a hit.
4 plus 1's 5.
Dead. Walking around the temple itself, like I said, it appears to be about 40 or 50 feet square at its base. There only appears to be that one entrance.
The +1 for first level characters, is that to hit and damage?
Just a hit.
Just a hit. Okay.
Yep. And that'll keep on increasing as you get higher levels. It takes the place of the combat charts in basic.
Yeah, it's basically your attack bonus kind of.
Like a first level character, you need a 19 to hit an armor class 20.
Yeah.
Then when you get to level 3, you need an 18 or a 17. So they just flip the script and just give you bonuses.
So it actually gives you an ability to hit.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So my attack bonus is +2 then. For the time being.
So we can't find any windows. So I looked at him like, hey, we gotta go through the front door, but we should be very cautious. We don't know if any other people are in there, and if those little furry spiders are hanging off the outside, who knows if make its home on the inside.
Unless we can climb up to the first level or something and check there.
Heavy bars secure what windows are seen along the sides of the tower. I see only basically 2 midway on the front. Its uppermost reaches are lost in a dense fog that drapes the streets this evening.
Can we see through these windows, or are they opaque?
They got bars, but you see they're up pretty high.
Okay.
They're like on the next story up. Okay.
Yep.
Looks like a front door it is.
Dang.
So as we make our way around to the front door, I kind of motion for Kia to stand on the other side, and then I gotta look at the door to see if there's any obvious tampering or like tripwires or like bells to like make a noise for an alarm.
Okay. Okay. You've got a wisdom bonus, right?
I do.
How about intelligence? Anyone, you got an intelligence bonus at all?
I got a +1. Intelligence.
Yeah, I have a +1.
Okay. The tower is a full 80 feet high. The temple doors are locked. you'll either need to kick it in or pick the lock or force it open. Kick it in. So neither one of you guys are a thief. You're gonna have to force your way in.
Yeah. Can we force a way? Can I kind of use my a dagger to like chip away at like the bolt and weaken the wood so to make as little noise as possible?
You can. It'll take some time,
Okay.
and the door does face the gate.
Yes, we need to be quick about it.
Yeah, that might be.
You be quick about it. Go in and close the door back.
We might just need to shoulder our way in.
Okay, roll a d20. Add any strength bonuses that you guys have.
14.
Okay, that gets it open.
And as soon as we get inside, we close the door back up so it doesn't start just staying open.
Okay. The entry of the temple opens directly into what once must have been the main area of worship. In each corner of the nave are large candelabras, each lit with near extinguished candles. Garbage has been freely tossed about the room, and the room smells as if they may also have been used as a latrine. 20 feet above the ceiling of the room is decorated with a faded fresco that depicts a massive man weeping black tears and vomiting a torrent of whole and unblemished food to a crowd of emaciated figures. The chamber is lined with ancient pews, and a door on the far wall leads northwards. A railing and a short set of stairs to the north divide the nave from the temple sanctuary. There's a massive green altar on that section. And behind that is a mostly enclosed spiral staircase ascending into the tower above. So it says the room is split in half. There's the floor that you're on with a wall rising in front of you to the north, except it's split, and the wall is split in the middle by a 20-foot wide opening that shows the altar, which is like 20 feet above you. And there's short stairs that go up to it. The door out of this room is in the northeast corner of the room.
Well, it definitely feels like there's been people in here, or were here.
Is it time for me? Oh, I'm sorry.
I draw my bow and kind of search as like we walk forward, like watching our step and.
Is it time for me to? Is it time for me to start drawing a map?
Yeah, you can.
Where are you gonna walk us through? Do we need it?
Yeah, I don't think you really need it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I got my graph paper out.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm in my car, so I don't have space for that.
So we're in the temple of what? Temple?
What's his name? The Temple of Kezotek. Kezotek.
Okay.
And the face of this guy is in the ceiling. And what did it look like? It was massive man weeping black tears and vomiting a torrent of whole and unblemished food to a crowd of emaciated figures. That's on the ceiling.
Vomiting turd food.
Good looking food, like unblemished, like unspoiled.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant. Unblemished. The chamber is lined with the ancient pews on this lower level, and a door on the far wall leads northwards. That's in the northeast corner. A railing and short set of stairs to the north divide the nave from the temple sanctuary with a massive green altar.
The door we came in.
Is to the south, directly behind you.
So okay. So we're facing north. Yeah.
Yep.
Put
Yep.
the compass rose on here real quick.
I look up at the ceiling, noticing the artwork, and I'm like, I've been from one side of this desert to the other, and I've never seen something like that.
That makes it easy.
And there is a sign that where is it? There's signs of a recent cook fire on this level. Yeah. Yep. And that triggers, I guess, another memory from your conversation with Vijomi last night. He was idly doodling a face on a piece of parchment. This guy right here, he's the one. He used to bring me all sorts of stuff, and he's vanished. I'd follow him one night and saw him slip into one of the forbidden temples. With him gone, everything inside that old temple is ours for the taking.
I look at Tia as like I'm kind of leaning down and like touching the fresh ash of the cook fire. I remember our pawnbroker used to have this guy that would give him goods, and he caught him going through into one of the old temples, and then he disappeared. So that means finders keepers, I believe.
Okay. Where would you like to go next?
Would you say the door was to the east?
There's a doorway in the northeast corner on the north wall.
Okay.
And then there's stairs that go up to like a landing, I guess, where the altar is.
I want to inspect the altar before we head to the doorway. I'll just kind of do a circle.
Okay. The raw jade altar measures 6 feet by 3 feet, 3 feet by 4 feet, and weighs a lot. I mean, it's worth like 10,000 gold pieces, but there's no way of moving it.
Oh no, yeah. If it's a giant altar, yeah.
Let's see, the frescoed wall in the back. There's like behind the altar, there's a mostly enclosed spiral staircase, but the walls up here are also decorated. And several of the smaller figures at the back of the image are devouring bits of meat that are markedly human in origin, chewing on small childlike hands, tugging on lengths of intestine, holding severed heads aloft and drinking the dripping blood. These figures are weeping what appears to be tiny black tears. And there's tapestries on the east and west side walls.
What do you say? These are like little humanoid thingies eating entrails. Like
Yeah.
goblins or something like that.
Or do they look like human?
They look human. They look like humans weeping tears as they devour these ghastly
Remains.
remains.
Well, I really not in a mood to be someone's snack, so I think we should be extra careful.
What would you like to do next?
Go to the next room, I guess.
You're gonna go back down the short set of stairs.
Yeah, if there wasn't anything in that room, no other doors in that room we were just in.
Except the enclosed spiral staircase that goes up in the back.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
well, we're in this room, Vlad. We're in this room, and there's a staircase that goes up.
Or you can go back down the stairs and check the door in the northeast corner.
I think we should search the bottom floor first, so nothing sneaks up behind us.
Okay. Because they usually don't keep treasure on the top floor.
Right. I'm more worried about being snuck up on.
Yeah, the little goblin dudes.
Well, this room is about 10 feet wide by 20 feet deep. Appears to be a storeroom lined with empty shelves and littered with refuse. The garbage is disturbed where something has been dragged into the room, and a strong stench of rot emanates from a large fly-blown pile of garbage in the northwest corner.
Why is everything going to be so stinky?
Right. Remind me to tell you my sewer story one time. Let's see. I kind of walk over and kick the rags to see if there's anything solid in there.
There's a body. Looks like it's been dead for a month.
Ooh. Well, if it's been dead for a month, I probably won't be able to recognize any facial features or whatever.
No, but it looks like he was garroted.
Oh, okay.
So he was murdered for sure.
Well, I guess we can search it. Search the body.
Nothing there.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably don't have any clothes on anymore.
Yeah.
All right, storeroom. Any other doors in this storeroom?
Doesn't appear to be. No, you don't find any.
All right. Well, I definitely think we need to head up the stairs.
Okay.
This is worth searching the storeroom first. Just besides that rag.
Yeah, there's nothing else.
Nothing there.
Yep.
I know you made a roll. Yeah.
Refuse and garbage. Okay, the enclosed spiral staircase does continue up, but opening to the second floor. The second floor room predominates what would that be? The southeast corner of the building. Square, like 30 by 30.
Mm-hmm.
The room is decorated in the fashion of a lavish feast hall. An empty cabinet, its glass doors untouched by the ravages of time, is against the northern wall. The air is filled with a heavy aroma. An enormous table bears platters heaped with succulent-looking food. Dim light from the outside washes in, illuminating the sole figure seated at the table. Slumped down in their chair is a young urchin, gaunt from showing signs of starvation. The child's body is twisted from the contractions of death throes, her eyes wide in death, and a rictus of agony upon her face. So there's a street urchin kid tied to a chair at this table who's dead. It looks like she's starved to death.
Tied to the chair.
Yeah.
Well, I would definitely think there's more going on here than some lost treasure.
There is a door in the west wall. And and there's one of those windows in this room of the two.
Once again, we're gonna look for clues on if or what happened in the room, who the urchin was, um, any signs of a recent inhabitant. And as I'm doing it, I kind of mumbled to Kia, I am so tired of the stink and the sand in my boots. I would really love to retire. I've been doing this for too long, and there's some a pepper in my beard.
A ghost-like spirit comes out of the dead child.
Oh,
with a big gaping open mouth. Hungry. Looking at you both. Floating above the child. Hungry. Translucent spirit-like creature.
I actually take out one of my rations and place it on the table for the ghost.
It sniffs it and then eats it.
Oh.
And it's like, more. I need more. It wants more.
I'll give it one more.
All right.
More. It wants more. I need more.
No, that's all you get.
That's all we have to spare, Miss Ghost.
Well, that pisses it right off.
Naturally.
And it attacks.
Ugh.
Let's roll initiative.
Oof. I got a 1.
4.
Kia saved the day.
So let's see which one it attacks. 1, 2, or 3 attacks Vlad. 4, 5, or 6 it attacks Kia. It attacks Kia. So Kia, you and it attack each other at the same time. Okay. Rolls an 11, so that's a miss.
I'm going to 13.
Your blade passes right through it.
Okay, my second attack. 3. That's a miss. 4.
Okay. Vlad?
Let's see what we got. Oh, a 5's not gonna do it for sure.
Okay. Let's roll initiative. Another round. Gets a 4.
I got a 2.
I got a 1.
Okay, Kia attacks you again. A 3. Okay, what's each one of your guys' constitution?
Ooh,
Mine's 15
Okay, so that gives you +2,
plus 1.
+1.
Mine's a 14, so +1.
Okay, both you guys roll a d20, add 1 to it. Tell me what you get.
11.
Okay.
I got a 1 plus 1's 2.
Ooh. You are overcome by the pains of starvation. So you're unable to attack. Vlad, you may attack.
Let's see. Does a 9 do anything?
Nope. Another round.
I knew I should have bought the silver dagger.
Rolled a 2 for initiative.
What did I get? I rolled a 3.
I got a 2.
Okay. The hunger pangs only affected you for 1 round, but you have to roll again. Roll again. You got to get a 10.
Initiative?
No, a 20. You got to get a 10 or better on a d20 with a +1, or you're going to continue to be racked with hunger pains and cannot act.
Got an 8.
Okay.
Plus 1's a 9.
Yeah. You're grabbing your guts and curled over in pain. Vlad, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to hit it again. Let's see if it can have an effect here. 18, 19, 20. So dirty 20.
Goes right through it.
All right. Well, that's not gonna work.
What's your AC?
Oh, I'm only at 17.
Cut. Gets a 16. It misses. You're lucky. Okay, next round. Kia might as well make that d20 roll again.
Nah, I might as well do that first.
Because
11.
yay! So you are no longer affected by the hunger pains. We can all roll initiative now. Ooh, it got a 6.
Oh,
I got a 6.
All right.
I got a 5.
What would you like to do, Kia? We'll go Kia, Hungry Ghost, and then Vlad.
The door on the west wall, I'm busting through it, getting out of this room.
Yep.
Okay.
Because we don't have any magic or silver weapons.
Okay. Now it's going to make an attack on Vlad. Get a 12. That's a miss.
Nice.
And what would you like to do, Vlad?
Well, since I felt like my last attack should have done something. I see kind of Kia heading for the door. I was like, yeah, we get out of here. We don't have the ability to deal with this thing.
Okay. Going to shut the door behind you.
Oh yes.
Okay. This is a narrow room, 10 feet by 20 feet. There's a window that looks out to the front. This room was once draped in opulence, the faded and stained remnants of which are still visible. Once priceless silken draperies are tattered and blowing in the faint breeze coming through the barred window. The furnishings of the room, consisting of a large bed and a writing desk, have been pushed into the center of the room, and the walls are wholly covered with cryptic scrawls. The very atmosphere of this room feels unclean.
So are we in the closet, or is there a way out of this room?
There is no other way out of this room, it appears.
Oh, darn it.
Large bed, a desk.
It appears. He said it as it appears.
Always appears. Yep.
So there might be a way out.
Yeah, this room looks like it's been lived in, and the walls are written on. I take out my dagger and I kind of use the butt of it to start tapping on the walls.
Okay. Nothing.
How come you're rolling? Can we do an intelligence roll to find something?
I'm rolling it.
Okay.
Oh, what about under the bed? Like a trap door.
You have to move the bed.
Okay.
Okay. Roll a d20 with a +1.
17.
There is not a trap door, but in the north wall, in the middle of it, there appears to be a secret door.
Like behind the headboard?
Yeah, and since you shoved it off the bed aside, you see it now.
Well, might as well open it, huh?
Right.
Okay. Let's see. The chamber is like L-shaped. The short end of the L is where you come through, and then it bends to the east. The far east of the chamber is cramped and filled with sacks of grain.
So it's more like a hallway than a room.
Yeah. The western portion, let's see. Okay, you came in that way. Okay.
Is the sacks of grain old or molded? Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's no, it's fresh grain. And then there's an opening in the floor with a ladder poking out of it, and then there's a ladder going up through a hole in the ceiling right next to it.
All right, kid. Do you want to go up or down?
I think we should go up. But I suppose it doesn't matter.
Oh, let's go up.
So it put us on like the third floor now.
Yep. The stench of unwashed bodies kept in close quarters is a physical assault on the senses. Cages large enough for a child but filled with a mixture of children and cramped adults festoon the northern wall of this narrow passageway.
How do you festoon cages?
I don't know. You come up through the trap door in the center of the hall. Urchins, beggars, and unfortunate raise their heads to look at you as you enter. Hope glimmers in their eyes, and they reach through the bars towards you, clamoring for release. Looks like there's a total of 8 prisoners, 5 urchins, 2 beggars, and then someone dressed in finer clothing.
Time for some intel here. The person in the fire clothing, I'm gonna ask him what they're doing here, why are you imprisoned here, and what's going on in this temple.
Well, possibly I could answer that, but first, if you get me out of here, and I'd give you each a gold. Hell, I'll give you gold right now. And he figures in his pocket, and he holds them out.
Well, we have to release y'all as prisoners. I just don't know what's going on here.
Oh, it's utterly terrifying. Some cult. They've been working on some weird ritual.
Yeah, they're cannibals. They want to eat you.
Has there been more prisoners that have come through here? How long have you been here?
I've been here for a couple of days. And they and the leader and some of his cultists, they've gone off on their nefarious mission.
Do you know where they went?
Let's see. The priests have been making sacrifices. They've been making sacrifices to the foul powers in return for something that they have been calling the Tears of Kezotec. Their plan appears to be to light a beacon above on top of the tower to draw a large watch present here, thus keeping potential reinforcements away from their true target, the Rainbow Palace of the Overlord himself. They are going to navigate the underground passageways beneath the city. Something about these tears is apparently very deadly and very heavy. I could hear them complaining about the weight from up here. They plan on using them to slay the Overlord and his inner council of advisors.
It's probably the jade table, the jade altar.
This must be stopped. It would plunge all of Valater into chaos and wreak havoc throughout the city's trade. They are using the concealed underworld to avoid detection. If you hurry, you can stop them.
All right. I think we should open up all the cages. Vlad, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so, and send them out the front door.
Oh, so they'll go scurrying down the steps. Or the ladder.
The guy still gives us the gold, right?
Yeah, yep. You could each go gold piece.
He needs to stay with us as NPC. So you got to show us.
Well, they came,
and you have to help us stop this event.
well, we'll have to go back down. There's they came in and out through secret doors on the south wall of this narrow room. And then he points them out. That's where I believe they were making these tiers.
Through those secret doors.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like the ladder below us will lead us into the tunnels. The tunnel.
The room on the other side of the secret doors does hold the enclosed spiral staircase again, and it's about 2/3 of the size. It covers the rest of this floor, and the spiral staircase continues in both directions. You're in an ornate chapel. The stairway, covered in bas relief, is topped with the image of a gigantic man. The figure is depicted retching a shower of foodstuffs that lines the rest of the stairway. The face of the man is covered in black tears, which appear as a streaming flow from his eyes. Unlike the rooms below, this area is not littered with rubbish. The corners of the northern wall are dominated by large candelabras. There's candles lighting the room. The southern wall of the room is taken up by a sacrificial table, above which rests an altar with, looks like, treasure piled on top of it. There's a table stained with blood and other fluids. On a shelf above the table sit 4 chests, on the shelf above the table sit 4 chests, each overflowing with gold and jewels. And the faint smell of incense still hangs in the air.
Well, our pawnbroker friend was not wrong about the treasure.
What's that?
Our pawnbroker friend was not wrong about the treasure.
Well, I think it's a trap. And it said there's some catacombs below somewhere. Fighter guy said. Do you have a name?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does have a name. Vomortis Kavinsky.
Kavinsky?
Yep, Kavinsky. The humble merchant.
Thought he was a fighter.
Yep, claims to be a merchant.
So what should we do with this treasure situation?
Well, no, I'm thinking we got to get to the top so we can dismantle their ritual stuff so they don't perform that ritual to destroy the city.
Yeah, to dismantle the beacon fire or whatever they're gonna do. Yeah, I think you're right. The treasure's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and after that we can come back and find some of these priests or whatever they are and kill them. And then once we got a good portion of them dead, maybe we can get out of here with some of that horde.
I definitely think that's a safe bet.
What's Kavinsky say?
Whatever they got for a beacon, putting that out would be a great idea, but we must hurry for catch the cult in the underground.
All right.
Fortunately, I'm a bit familiar with some of its passageways as I trade with the Thieves Guild frequently.
All right. Do we still have the lady with us?
No, she was out in the street.
Oh, okay.
He's like to watch our
Yeah.
plant.
Okay, lead us. Lead us to the top of the tower.
Oh, I'm not a. Okay. The circular stair just opens up onto the top of the tower, into the thick air of the Valaterra night. The majority of the tower's top is taken up by a massive furnace glowing a deep orange. Heat shimmer fills the air around it, and the air is uncomfortably warm, despite the doors to the furnace being closed. And there are 2 cultists there onto the top.
Are we on the top now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So the top's like open air with like this furnace going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like an iron furnace.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if I can do that. It's pretty simple.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there's 2 cultists up there, and they come around each side of the furnace to attack you as you come up onto the roof.
Yeah, we
What
gotta
are
kill them and put this fire out.
Let's see. What do they have? They got daggers. Wide triangle blades made of solid metal. Let's roll initiative.
Let's do this.
Yee-hee.
Oof, I got a 1. So
The cultist got a 1 as well.
I got a 2.
right.
Okay. You go first.
First attack. Oh, a 2. I gotta trade this dice in for something else. Second attack. 5
Okay.
plus 1 6, so a 3 and a 6.
A 3 and a 6. Yeah. Go
6 or something.
make a dexterity save. Roll. You got to get a 12 or better in the cramped corners to avoid touching the furnace. And then
19
okay.
plus 1 plus 2. It's actually plus 2. 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
But anyway,
cultist.
I'm in
Cultist.
with it.
Yeah. The cultist with his dagger gets a 13. I think that's a miss. And then the other one attacks you, Vlad,
All right.
and I get a 14.
Nope.
Is that okay? Your attack.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna start rolling on the other side of the table. That's
Ooh, 5. A 7's not gonna do it, I don't think.
No. You need to make a dexterity save. You need to roll 12 or better.
All right. That's not gonna do it either.
Okay. You bump against the furnace since it takes up a big part of the room and gives you 2 points of damage, of burn damage. Let's roll initiative. They get a 4.
I got a 5.
I got a 1.
Okay, Vlad,
All right.
their AC is 13.
Ooh, he's dropping the secrets.
Wearing leather armor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got a 17, so I hit.
Roll for damage.
See what we get. 8 points of damage.
Okay. You kill
Nice.
him. Kia, you're attacked. 16. I think that hits.
Yeah, my AC is 16.
Yep.
Yep. So the dagger. Does 1 point of damage. But you're bleeding profusely. The triangle blade of solid metal punches holes in the flesh rather than merely slicing you.
Now I'm going to attack.
Okay, roll the hit. What's the armor class? Yeah, armor class 14.
12.
That is a miss.
Okay, second attack. 9.
All right, roll initiative. The cultist gets a 3.
Oof. Let's see.
I got a 4.
I got a 5.
Okay, Vlad, you may attack
All right.
against an AC of 14.
A 17 again.
Roll damage.
See what we get. A 7.
Okay. Ah! Let's see if it can make a dex save since you wounded him, cut him so bad. No, he does not make his dexterity save, so he steps back and fries on the back of the furnace
Oh,
and drops dead.
I love the smell of burnt flesh in the morning.
Kia, you need to roll a 15 or better on your Constitution. If you have a Constitution bonus, you may add it.
4.
You are bleeding. You take another point of damage. The wound is these daggers made a big hole in you. You're going to have to spend some luck to bind it. Burn a luck point.
Or I can cauterize it on the furnace.
Oh, good. Yes, you can do that. I'll let you do that.
Hey, that's a hardcore move right there.
Yeah.
All right, so I with the two fallen cultists, I'm going to search them to see if there's any information, letters, any other items of note before we
Well,
go.
we can pick up a couple more daggers too and search these bodies.
I think so, and these are like unique daggers. It looks like.
Yeah, triangle blades of solid metal.
So what do you call them? Tri-daggers?
Call them a tri-dagger, sure. They don't have anything on them besides their daggers.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take one. You take one.
Yep.
And
the dagger's 1d4. What's the special? +1 per round, right?
Yes. Yep, bleeding damage. They also have a +3 to hit.
Dang.
Oh, shit. Dagger's got a +3 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So a tri-dagger. So a +3 bonus. Is it just a hit or the damage too?
Just a hit.
Okay, 2 hit. And
the damage is 1 HP per round.
Yeah, until
Well, the damage is a dagger, normal dagger, 1d4.
Yeah.
And then every round after that,
One.
if you don't make a Constitution save, you bleed until you make your save, and then you stop bleeding. But the person's got to get a 15 or better.
Oof.
So
Tri-dagger.
Good to have. I definitely tucked that in my belt.
Yeah. So we each got a tri-dagger.
Yep.
And now we explore the furnace to see if we can turn it off or shut the valve to stop the
Close the damper.
Yeah, close the damper and smother it, right?
Yeah.
Can we break the handle so they can't open it up again?
Sure.
Okay.
Now we must get down to the catacombs and pursue the cultists. Stop them from their nefarious plans.
Yeah, we put the fire out. They can't turn it back on, so we gotta head down the catacombs and kill some more of these guys.
Okay, there's another narrow room east to west on that first floor that would be behind the circular enclosed stairway and the altar. You get down there by going down the ladders,
Okay.
and there is a trap door in the floor that you can see that drops you into the underground catacombs beneath Valater. And what was his name? Klindinsky?
Kaczynski.
Kaczynski goes, you can easily see their tracks. What they're carrying is very heavy. We should be able to catch them.
As we head, I'm gonna like ready my bow.
Okay.
Down the corridor. Those daggers are nasty. I want to stay away from them.
Yeah, ranged attack would help. I got 2 spear,
Oh,
so I
okay.
can throw a spear.
Yeah.
That's why I got 2. You know, 1 to throw.
And one to shoot.
Yeah. My two-handed attack, which doesn't seem to do anything at the time until this dice come around.
Okay.
Or fickle.
I should be dropping them left and right, you know?
All right, roll a d20 plus 1.
All right, here we go. 10.
Okay. Roll again.
10 again.
Okay. You have to backtrack to get their trail again. You ran past it, over it, and ended up in a dead end. Roll again.
Oh, you know what? I actually forgot to mention that I have tracking.
Okay.
Yeah, Ranger has tracking.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't seem to be gaining on them,
Okay.
but you're staying on their trail. But at some point, they must have detected that you were on their trail. As 2 cultists laying in wait in the shadows ambush you. They're going to get a free attack,
Oh, that's just rude.
and they got short swords, thankfully. Okay, Vlad,
What are those daggers?
I got a 6, and then Kia a 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we roll initiative.
All right. A 5.
A 6.
3.
Okay, the cultist. 15 against Vlad, which I think they need a 17.
Yes, sir.
And then it's 19 against Kia.
Jeez.
That's a hit. So a short sword.
1d6.
Yep. 3 points of damage.
Don't forget, Kia. You can spend luck to heal.
But you can't do anything that round. That takes your whole round. But so Vlad, your attack.
What we got here?
They got an armor class of 11.
14, 15. That's gonna hit. Damage 5.
You got 5 hit points.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Kia, you may attack your opponent.
14.
Roll damage.
Five.
You kill that one.
Can I attack the other one on my second attack?
It's dead. Vlad already killed it.
Oh, they're both dead.
Mm-hmm.
I only got 4 hit points left.
Spend your luck point.
Yeah. Spend
I
a
got
luck.
2 luck points.
Mm-hmm.
Can I spend both of them?
Nope, you can only spend one
So,
per incident. So you can spend one right now to like catch your breath. And you get to roll. What's your hit dice? 1d8. So you get to roll a d8.
I get to roll a d8. Okay.
Yeah, plus your Constitution bonus.
Oh, okay. That's better.
So you should be able to get.
I'll get a minimum 2 back. I rolled an 8.
No,
Plus 1 Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
That puts me back up full power.
no ice.
Because I can't go over my full, right?
Okay, you eventually catch up to the rest of the gang of cultists. Before you is the cult, bent on slaying the overlord and the inner council. You have managed to prop open a trap door that presumably leads into the rainfall palace above. One figure, easily identified as the leader of the group, holds an earthenware jar aloft in his hands, glimmering madness in his eyes. I am a defenseless child no more. Behold, I lay Valater to ruin in the name of my god, Kezotak. And let's see. And he's surrounded by 4 cultists.
Could I aim for the jar?
Yeah. Yep, we got to roll initiative.
Okay.
6.
I got a 2. That ain't gonna do it.
Where'd you get initiative? There, Kia.
I rolled 3.
Okay. Well, he touches the jar on his arm and starts climbing up the ladder. And then the other 4 cultists attack you guys. Vlad,
Yes, sir.
a 12 and a 20.
The 20 will do it.
Yep. You take 5 points of damage. Woo! Kia?
You got a lot of luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
16 and 11. So 1 hits Kia. 3 points of damage. And it's your guys' attack. There's 2 on each of you.
You say it's my attack?
Yep. Or both you guys, but yeah. And you get to
My
attack
first
twice.
attack, 9.
Not good enough. Second attack.
16.
Roll damage.
Okay. My second attack is with my spear, so that's 1d6.
Yeah. Do you have a strength bonus?
I always do my sword first.
Mm-hmm.
6 + 1 is 7.
He's dead. You got one dead. Vlad, you can make your
I
attack.
killed something.
All right. Let's see.
You're unable to use your bow because you have to defend yourself against the hand-to-hand attacks.
10.
They got an armor class of 11. Okay, let's roll initiative.
That's 3.
They got a 6 again.
Gang.
Dang.
4.
Okay, Vlad. Ah, nice. A 12 and an 8. They're going to miss. Kia. Natural 20 and a 13.
There's only one attacking me. I just killed.
Oh, that's
one.
right.
You gotta re-roll.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Right. Ooh.
Well, went into the popcorn bowl.
Fumble.
10, 11.
How
Total
many
11.
rolls you want anyway?
Okay, there's 3 of them up. They all miss. You got lucky on that one because that was a nat 20.
I'm gonna use my action to spend a luck point to heal,
Okay.
and I think I have a D8 hit points as well.
Yep. And any constitution bonus.
Yeah, so I heal 7,
Nice.
so I'm back up to max. All right.
Kia,
All right. My
make your
attack.
2 attacks.
3, 4, so I have 4 luck left.
13.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
8 + 1 is 9.
That first one's dead.
Oh,
Second attack. Mm-hmm.
Then I gotta attack one that's on Vlad. My
Yep.
Second attack.
Yep.
5.
That's a miss. Another round of initiative.
Righty. Ooh, I got a 1.
I got
4.
a 6. 6.
Okay, Kia, you go first. There's 3 cultists up.
3. I killed
2. Okay, 2. You're right. There's only 2. That's good. That's always good to keep count.
Right. You're being sneaky here.
19.
Okay, roll damage.
6.
That one's dead.
Nice.
Second
The
attack. 18.
Roll damage.
The dice coming around now.
Yep. I got 5 hit points each.
7.
The cultists are dead at your feet.
All right, now we're gonna pursue what's his face.
Is it still on the ladder? Because technically we're still on initiative. No, he's up. He's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, he went into the room above,
Yeah, he
whatever
was
that
gone
is.
2 rounds ago.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
He's going to the roof to try to start the furnace, but we already put it out. So we're gonna go up there and have a throwdown with him.
Yep, and he's opened up his jar, his ceramic jar.
Oh,
And these swarming larval looking bugs, they look like that.
oh, that's
Are-
fun. All
They're
right.
flying out. And he's yelling, "Feast, feast, my children, feast!"
Well, let's light a torch and burn them up. That might keep them away.
Okay, let's roll initiative. Let's see his initiative. He
Are,
gets a 6.
are the larvae winged or no?
Yeah, they got wings.
Oh, hell.
I got a 5.
I got a 5 too.
Okay. He opens a door out of this room to let the swarming, buzzing feeders out. And that is his action.
I don't know, but I think we can flee and go another way and get away from these things.
I don't know. Don't we need to stop him so he doesn't do more
Close
damage?
the door behind us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking he's going to the top.
Well,
You're in the
palace
base. He's in the you're in the basement of the Rainbow Palace right now, which has its own set of problems and difficulties as well. But he opened the door out of this room to let the swarm go flying out. So half the swarm is going out.
Can I close the door? Can I like run up and then kick the door closed?
Yeah, you can.
I'll do that.
Okay, Kia, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm thinking about lighting a torch to get these bugs off us.
Okay.
It's either that or attack the bugs. How many bugs we got?
9. But they're about this big.
Yeah, so I'm thinking torches.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get a torch. I give one to Wazinski. So we got 3 torches going.
Oh, he didn't come up behind you.
Oh, figures. Damn
No.
NPCs.
Yeah, he kind of
He's
he's slunk off somewhere in the tunnels.
Yeah, I know what he's up to. We gonna find him too.
So let's roll another round of initiative. The
6.
priest gets a 4.
Get a 6.
I got a 2.
Okay, Vlad, what would you like to do? You want to?
I'm close to him, right? Because I kicked the door shut.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to stab him with one of those the dagger I picked up.
Okay, gives you a +3 on top of whatever pluses you get.
Oh,
He's in robes, so he only has an armor class of 11.
all right. Natural 20, baby.
Woo! Let's roll some. That's pretty good. Let's roll some damage and let's see if I got any critical hit charts. Right?
Ooh, those are always fun.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing criticals at in this game?
Nat. You gonna need a natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah. You can. Yeah. Let's see where my. Where's that going to be?
This is the first natural 20 of the game.
Yep. Roll a d20. Grizzly hits table. I got a grizzly hits table.
Ooh, all right. I got a 4.
Penetrate the clavicle. He's got a -2 armor class. How much damage do you do?
D4 plus my strength. 3 points of damage.
Okay. What level is he? Okay. Kia, your attack. His armor class now is down from 11 to 9.
Okay. I'm going to use the tri-dagger as well.
That gives you a +4. +5? +5. +5 to hit.
Yep.
14, so it's 19.
Roll damage.
D4.
Yep.
I got a 4.
4 +1, because +1 for your strength, right?
Yep.
So you got him. And then his little creatures attack.
Of course they do.
So let's see if any of them get a bite on you. Vlad is going to get bit by a bunch. And 14 does not hit Kia. What kind of damage do they do? The Feasters of Kezotech.
Flying leeches, these things are. I have a feeling.
Lampreys. Flying lamprey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you need to make a Constitution save, 13 or better, or you're going to lose 3 points of Constitution,
Not good.
or 1 to 3.
+1. Nope, that ain't gonna do it.
You lose 3 points of Constitution,
All right.
as you've got 3 of these things on you now.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
And now it's your guys'. What do we got to do? We got to roll initiative again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, these little buggies get a 2.
Oops. Fumble. I got a 4.
I got a 1.
Okay, Kia, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take. Have I lit the torches yet?
Oh yeah, you got a torch. You guys got torches in your hands.
And it's not stopping these guys.
Oh, you got to hit them. You got to attack them.
Okay.
They get an armor class of 12.
Okay. Well, you gotta attack them. How many we got?
6.
Mm-hmm. 3. Let's see. 3 are on. 3 are stuck on Vlad, and the other 3 are going to try to stick on you, chew you, burrow into your skin.
Can I attack the ones on Vlad?
Mm-hmm. You can.
I'll do that.
You don't even have to roll for those. He's just got to take some damage.
Dang, he's already taken damage.
No, you can burn him off. It's going to hurt.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right. I got 2 attacks, so I can burn 2 off.
Well, what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a 6-sided dice, divide it by 2. That's how much damage he takes and how many are killed. So roll 6-sided dice. Tell me what you get.
A 2.
Okay, he takes 2 points of damage and 2 of them are dead.
Nice.
And then Vlad, you're gonna get attacked by the 3, and they get a 17.
Man, it hits right on the dot.
So
So
roll a d20. You got to make a Constitution save, a 13 or better.
nope.
No, that's Kia.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, they were attacking Kia.
Oh, okay.
Nope, that's not going to do it.
Okay, you take 1 point of damage and one of them's on you. To your Constitution, excuse me. Not hit points, Constitution.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because he killed 2, does my Constitution increase back up to 2? No, okay.
No, you got 3rd-degree burns on your arm and shoulder.
I want to make sure.
All right, your guys' attack again. We'll go back around to the top.
All right.
There's what? There's one on you, one on Kia, and two still flying around. All right.
All right. I'm going to attack the one that's on me.
Okay. You just got to roll damage. Roll 6-sided dice divided by 2.
Well, what if I use my sword?
You can't. You can't.
I'm going to use the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's burrowing into your skin. It's digging into your skin.
Like giant leeches. Yeah. Oh.
Well, good thing I thought about the torches then.
Yep. Yep.
3.
Okay, so you had one on you?
Yep.
So you kill it and take 2 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
Vlad, it's your turn, right?
All right. Yeah. So, what do I want to do?
There's 2 flying around.
You know what? I think I'm gonna try to cut down one of the ones flying around.
Okay. It's got an armor class of, what did I say? The armor class of 12.
All right. And I'm using the dagger.
Okay.
So 19 plus.
Slice.
Yep. Okay.
There's one left. It's going to attack. It's going to attack. Who's this? Which one of you is it going to attack? It's going to attack Vlad.
Okay.
I get a natural 1. It
Oof.
flies right into your torch and shrivels up.
I'll take that.
So we survive?
Yeah, you do, but you're in the basement of the Rainbow Palace. You can hear commotion somewhere beyond. The question is, would you want to stick around or do you want to leave?
Oh.
I can use a luck point,
To heal?
get some hit points back.
Go right ahead.
You know
'Cause I
what?
got 1 left.
Oh yeah.
So first let's heal and then make a decision.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I'm down to 3 luck now.
You hear some men-at-arms like screaming and yelling.
I got a 5. So I'm back up to max. I don't get my +1 constitution. Well, yeah, because my constitution is 14. That's still a +1.
Yep.
But I can't go over my max. So
That's true.
Okay.
So
So
now I have 0 luck, but I'm back up to full hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I rolled did that natural 20 give me a point of luck?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually have 4 luck again. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, dang.
So hey Kia, I think we need to go tell them what happened.
Tell who?
The palace guards. They're fighting these things in the.
Oh, we can tell the savers of the Brotherhood, slayers of the Brotherhood.
Oh yeah. That might
Maybe
be.
they'll attack the fortress.
Yeah, let's go back because they'll probably throw us in jail thinking about it. Until they decide we're telling the truth or not. So let's go back, grab some treasure, and
Yeah, let's grab some treasure. And get out of
Okay.
here.
So back at the you backtrack. Let's see what you haul out of there.
At least we found the treasure.
right. It's like actually existed.
Yep. You get 165 gold pieces.
Ooh.
What, each?
No, that's total.
Okay.
Plus 145 silver pieces.
Silver.
And there's 4,000 bronze pieces.
Oof.
If you want to haul that out, I guess you got no one pursuing you, so you could haul it out.
Bronze is not on my list.
Copper.
Copper.
Copper. There you go. Copper. Sorry. Yep. Yep. At 4,000 bronze is 40 gold pieces.
Oof.
So 205 gold pieces, 145 silver. Silver. That's yep.
Divided by 2, because we each take half.
Yep. So let's say I'm going to take 145, call that 150. 150 divided by 10, 15, 65. Call it 220. 220 gold pieces in value.
Total? Okay.
Yep. So that gives you each 110 experience points.
Okay.
And surviving your first adventure, I'm going to give you each 250 XP.
Nice.
Okay, so how much money do I have? Did I earn?
110 gold pieces.
110 GP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I got
And you get a total of 360 experience points.
All right.
Rounding for rest.
Plus the 500
Yep.
that you gave us in the beginning.
Yep.
So that's 850.
Yep. Yep. And I think at what first level to get to second level, you need like 2,200 or 2,000 XP.
2,000, 850. And as a human,
Oh yeah, we get plus
I get plus 10% experience.
Okay. And you know what's easier to do instead of adding is just subtract 10% from what the XPs you need to get to.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at that. I just find that.
Oh, well, the XP I need is 2,000, so minus 200 means I need 1,800.
Yep. 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 There you go. And though you don't see him, if you track him down, you do have a new contact in Valitaire. You saved his life.
Right.
Kaczynski. So we got that. That may come in handy.
Back to Kia's apartment.
And you're the unsung heroes of Valitaire.
Right.
You protected the economy of the city.
We saved the city and no one's gonna know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, you would have been implicated if you stuck around.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, not gonna look good. So
No.
I wanted to do the right thing for a second. I was like, we got dead cultists and like all this information, but yeah, we'd be locked away for a while.
Yep, exactly.
Because palace guards are dicks, so you know.
Palace guards are dicks. So, congratulations on surviving.